Our team coverage tonight in the murder of Jacqueline Garcia.
The I-team has learned Farmington police had several encounters with the Garcia family before their arrests while they lived in Farmington. Your chief investigative reporter Sam Smink is joining us now to explain. Sam.
Well, Farmington police records the I-team requested show police visited the Garcia home 4 times for noise complaints. Their first visit only 9 days after Karla Garcia told her sister Jacqueline Garcia had died, according to search warrants. A neighbor also says she called DCF over concerns about Jacqueline's siblings. From June 2024 to March 2025, Farmington police say Karla Garcia and her family lived at a home on Wellington Drive. It was a home they were familiar with. Farmington police reports show one neighbor routinely overheard yelling, swearing, and items being thrown in the residence. In September 2024, just days after family says Jacqueline was killed, the neighbor called police to report loud noises and arguing and a female voice threatening to break someone's neck. At that call, police say they were not able to make contact with the family. In December, that same neighbor says she heard screaming and banging. When interviewed by police after Karla's recent arrest, she said she had heard a heavy fall and Garcia yelled something to the effect of stop or don't. Police interviewed Karla at the time, saying she had told them she was in her last trimester and was just frustrated. Their report says no signs of fighting or no domestic. Garcia later told police she believed Jacqueline was dead and in the basement at that time. The same neighbor who called police said she called DCF to report possible abuse of Jacqueline's younger sister and other children in the home. Another neighbor says she worked where Jacqueline's younger sister attended school in New Britain. She said there were several occasions in which she showed up with bruising on her body and that DCF had been contacted on several occasions. She also stated she believed Karla had fraudulently sent the school a doctor's note regarding a bruise, according to the warrant. DCF said they did not have any reports about the family from November 2022 until January 2025, when they investigated and later closed allegations of abuse and neglect against Jacqueline's younger sister. When we asked New Britain schools if they had ever reported the family to DCF, they said due to privacy protections, they are not able to answer our questions at this time. They said all of our staff members who are mandated reporters are trained. Your chief investigative reporter, Sam Smink, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Sam.